This video, captured by a home security camera, shows something more frightening than a break-in. The homeowner had noticed that her furniture and other things were being scattered and thrown around the house. Determined to find out what was causing the things to move inside her house, she installed a bunch of security cameras, and this is what they captured. An unseen force, likely a poltergeist, had been moving the furniture on its own. Chairs, tables, and objects seemed to shift by themselves with no one in sight. The disturbing surveillance footage has left the owner pretty shaken up, and now she's wondering what exactly has invaded her home. Is this truly the work of a poltergeist, or something else entirely? You decide. It was trying to get her attention. Lauren was just about to film a TikTok video when this happened.
I did not fucking touch that.
Right as she was getting ready to hit record, the rosaries hanging on the shelf behind her suddenly started swinging all by themselves. Now obviously your first thought is probably that it was just her fan, but she actually posted a follow-up video showing that they don't move like that, even when the fan is on.
For everybody saying that it's my fan, this is currently, the fan is on, by the way. There's no cuts in this video, by the way. This fan is never on because of the time of year, and then this is the fan that was on and is on if I am sleeping in here. Yeah.
So was it a ghost trying to get her attention, or was it just a random draft? As always, you be the judge. This girl just had a seriously unsettling encounter with the paranormal, because one night, while she was fast asleep, her camera turned itself on and started recording, and captured something chilling. Listen carefully. She has absolutely no memory of recording this, and no clue how it even happened. And to make things even creepier, the camera also picked up a faint voice in the background, and a lot of people are convinced it sounds like someone is singing. What's wild, though, is that this happened at the home of a loved one who had recently passed away. Some people think she might have filmed the whole thing in her sleep, kind of like sleepwalking, and that the voice is just her mumbling in her sleep. So was this just a case of sleep recording? Or was someone or something actually there, singing to her? They were checking out a new house when something said her name. TikTok user Silly Lady was checking out a new house with her family, and as she was recording a simple house tour for her boyfriend's mom, she accidentally captured something strange the moment she got close to the bathroom. Listen closely.
Bubby, you stay with us.
I'm going down. Who's in this room?
Ooh, it's purple.
You want this room, so?
It's Harry Potter themed.
As she steps inside the bathroom, a soft, eerie voice can clearly be heard whispering her niece's name. who had just been inside the bathroom moments earlier and can be seen walking out seconds before the whisper is heard. She didn't notice it at the time, and only heard it after reviewing the video later, and has no idea who said it. But she is absolutely certain that no one in the house at the time said it. No one was standing near the bathroom, and the voice doesn't sound like anyone from her family who was there that day. But things don't end there. The creepy discovery prompted her to go through other videos she had taken in the house that day, and in one of them, she noticed something that made the whole thing even creepier. Listen carefully.
Oh my god.
As the camera pans across the closet, another faint whisper can be heard. This time, it's unclear what's being said, but it sounds like the voice of a small child. Silly Lady is pretty convinced the house might be haunted, but according to her latest update, they didn't take the house, so I guess we'll never know for sure. She heard someone whistling in the house, but she was the only one home. Ray was home alone when she suddenly started noticing a sweet, distinct smell of burning cotton candy coming from near the staircase of her 1901 home. Just moments earlier, she had also felt a chilling sensation, like an unseen presence had followed her right up the stairs.
So I smell something that smells like burnt cotton candy. And this is the first time I've actually felt like I've been followed up the stairs.
Creeped out by the feeling, Ray decided to head back to her bedroom, but as she hurried down the hall, her camera captured something that will give you chills. Listen closely. Someone could be heard whistling in the background, and Ray has no idea who or what it was. Ray and her family had recently moved into this 125-year-old historic home, and over the past month, they've been dealing with unexplainable paranormal events all over the house. And even though strange things have been happening for a while, she had never actually managed to catch anything on camera until now. Many people are convinced what Ray experienced near the staircase was definitely something paranormal. Others, however, took a more practical approach, warning her that in a house built in 1901, the smell of burning cotton candy could be a major red flag for an electrical fire. But while that might explain the smell, it still doesn't explain the faint, chilling whistle that followed her down the hall. So what do you think? Is Ray's house truly haunted? Or could there be a logical explanation for both the smell and the sound? He thought he was losing his mind.
No, sir, no, ma'am.
This guy had been noticing some weird things around his house lately, and one night, after waking up to a strange noise, he caught something out of the corner of his eye. One of his kids' toy cars had moved on its own. Thinking he was just seeing things, he grabbed his phone and started recording, and captured something unexplainable.
On my life. The freaking toy cars. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. No. No, sir, no, ma'am. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know whether to wake Elizabeth or somebody call Justin Nunley or an exorcist. I don't fucking know. I mean, I'm not scared, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't shaking. So I'm just gonna leave it there till the morning for Elizabeth to come play with it. And it's not electronical, y'all. There ain't no damn motor in that thing. I feel so weird and out of place right now. I don't know if it's still there.
Out of nowhere, the car just starts rolling across the floor on its own. Shaken but glad he wasn't losing his mind, he eventually went back to sleep. But the next morning, things got even creepier. He woke up to find the car had repositioned and was now facing in his direction. And as he called out to his wife to tell her what he'd seen, this happened.
Elizabeth. Baby. Hey.
Goodbye.
Okay, no, for real, like, so what are we doing? Oh. Okay. Are you friendly?
We're moving.
Now obviously something like this can easily be faked with a bit of string or fishing line, but what do you think about this? Was this a ghost that simply wanted to play? Or was it all just a hoax? Something weird is happening with the trees, and it's disturbing. A woman in New Jersey was out in her yard when she saw something strange that stopped her dead in her tracks. She spotted a large tree branch that appeared to be levitating perfectly in midair, directly above a tree, while being attached to absolutely nothing.
I don't know what the fuck I am observing right now, but this branch right now that this bird's on is floating in the middle of mid-air, attached to fucking nothing. It's a fade trap. That's what it is. It's a fucking fade trap. What the fuck? There is no way that's floating in the air by a fucking spider web. What the fuck?
She watched in absolute disbelief as the branch continued to float above the ground, swaying and spinning in the air while maintaining its hovering position with no visible support, leaving her totally creeped out by the eerie, gravity-defying sight. But what makes the whole thing even stranger is that this isn't the only time something like this has been caught on camera. More recently, a man in Texas also captured a similarly baffling sight in his front yard, filming a large tree branch floating high above the ground.
I got home 2 hours ago, and there's a limb just floating in the air. And I've been all over Google. I can't figure out for the life of me what the hell is going on. I'm here, but I can't figure it out. It's just floating.
Many people think these branches were probably caught in spider webs, creating the illusion that they were floating. Others believe it was simply a prank involving fishing line or string. But the woman in the first clip kept calling it a fae trap. And for those who don't know, a fae trap is a deceptive trick set by fairies to lure and capture unsuspecting humans. And according to legend, getting caught in one can cause you to completely lose your memory, leaving you trapped in another realm while decades pass in the human world. So are these floating branches proof of something supernatural? Or is there a perfectly logical explanation behind them? In this disturbing footage, a team of paranormal investigators from Brazil are performing a ritual at an allegedly haunted location, trying to see if they can actually catch signs of a haunting or get whatever is there to communicate. As part of the ritual, one of the team members is seen lying on a table surrounded by candles, and just when everything seems to be going smoothly, this happens.
Você não vai assustar a gente, entendeu? Deus é poderoso, Deus é maior que você. Você não é maior que Deus. Você não é maior que Deus. Você não é maior que Deus. Deus é muito maior que você. Você não vai...
A loud sound suddenly disrupts the room, and the drawers on a nearby dresser start slamming open and shut on their own. It's safe to say whatever was lurking in that room clearly didn't appreciate the intrusion, and it didn't waste any time making its presence known. What started out as an attempt to simply test the waters and see if the rumors about this location were true, quickly turned into a terrifying confirmation that whatever is lingering in this space is active, hostile, and very real. Why you should never interact with something you can't see. A man in Texas had just moved into a new apartment, and right as he was getting settled in, this happened.
This is fucking crazy.
Out of nowhere, the dresser in front of him suddenly started moving on its own, as if something unseen was pushing it toward him. Moments later, the mattress on the floor beside him also started moving on its own, and if that wasn't unsettling enough, a slight impression could be seen forming on the mattress as it moved, almost like something invisible was stepping across it. But things got even worse a few hours later when he noticed mysterious scratches on his back, and that was the moment he decided he wasn't staying the night there. However, when he returned the next day, the entire apartment had been mysteriously trashed. Trying to figure out what was going on, he left his camera running while he cleaned up, hoping to record anything else, and that's when he caught this. He didn't hear anything at the time, but the camera picked up what sounded like a demonic voice saying something in the background. Now, according to a recent update, he's already moved into a new apartment and is now hoping that whatever was in that apartment stayed there and didn't follow him to his new home. So what do you think? Is this real poltergeist activity caught on camera or just an elaborate hoax? She heard noises coming from the top bunk, but no one was there. Carla was lying in bed when she started hearing strange noises coming from the bunk above her. Knowing no one else was up there, she grabbed her phone and started recording, hoping to catch whatever was making the sounds on camera. And what she captured is genuinely chilling.
Hay una litera arriba de mí, se escuchan ruidos y no hay nadie. No mames. Güey, la colcha. Güey. Güey.
As she points the camera toward the top bunk, the wooden slats can clearly be heard making a creaking sound, almost like someone was slowly stepping across the bed. Moments later, the blanket hanging over the edge begins to move on its own, slowly getting pulled back before it's suddenly let go. Terrified, Carla screams and hides under her covers before finally gathering the courage to climb the ladder and inspect the bed. And when she does, the top bunk is completely empty, and there was nothing there that could explain the sounds or the movement.
Mire, no hay nadie, güey. No hay nada, mira. Ni idea. No hay nada, güey. ¿Qué pedo?
Adding to the mystery, Carla later explained that not long before this happened, her family had heard 3 loud, unexplained knocks on their front door in the middle of the night. And ever since then, strange things have been happening all over the house. In many paranormal beliefs, hearing 3 unexplained knocks in the middle of the night is often seen as a sinister sign, with many believing it's a tactic used by malevolent entities to trick people into opening the door, essentially inviting them inside. Carla is now convinced the strange activity around her bunk bed was connected to those 3 knocks, and that they might have let something evil into their home. But she hasn't posted another update, so whether they're truly linked remains a mystery for now.